Welcome back, everybody. What a hell of a week to be a Leafs fan and a Habs fan. Let's talk about it right after this. Hi, welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Mark.
And I'm RJ. And this week, there's always trials, but there's no tribulations. It's just triumphs and triumphs.
That's right. What a hell of a week for both teams. I'm super proud of my team. And you know what? I'm never rooting for Toronto, but I'm really glad that they're doing good. They're doing well this week. The fans need it.
As they say, the worm maybe has turned.
Yeah, so it all started on Tuesday night. I think that was the first game of the week. Tuesday, the Leafs played Florida.
We played Florida and beat the champs 4-1, and well played. I got outshot again, but really tightening up the game and well done, 4-1.
Yeah, and you guys made them all angry. Because they came into Montreal.
I told you
Thursday.
I said that last week. I said Florida will be coming into you. We'll get them angry for you.
So they came in there. So we played them last night. But before that, we had a back-to-back. So we had a game on Wednesday night where we played the Flames, and we won 4-1, same score as you guys did.
Right.
And really happy with that game. Again, this is the kind of the players that you expect to score are starting to score, especially for the Flames game. Different story for the Panthers game last night, which was Alexander Tessier's a big story that night. He had 3 goals.
Texier,
yeah. I'm going to keep misspelling his name because I'm French. I always say the S's instead of the X's.
And you're the French guy.
Yeah, I am the French guy.
I
something
French.
Completely unexpected. Texier gets 3 goals. He played on the first line with Caulfield and Suzuki.
And you got him off St. Louis. Probably out of the playoffs right now. They could certainly maybe they wish they had him back.
Yeah, maybe a really good fit for him to play on the first line. And then you guys played last night.
Well, yeah, and it was a homecoming game for Scott Lawton. He's well liked in Philadelphia and a longtime Flyer, so I'm sure he was pumped up. And he showed it. He scored a Konechny had the Flyers up 1-0, and Lawton came back and got a shorty to make it 1-1. And then the Leafs ultimately prevailed by winning in overtime. Tavares set up rookie Cowan,
yep.
And I checked the record books. The last time a rookie scored an overtime goal for the Leafs, 2017, Austin Matthews.
Wow.
I knew that kid was going to work out. And before that, you got to go back to 2009. Mikhail Grabowski, remember him? He scored as a rookie in 2009 an overtime goal.
Yeah,
so,
and
hopefully he has a bright future.
Yeah, a hell of a record for both teams this year. So in the past 10 games, I mean, Montreal 7-1-2 and Toronto 6-2-2.
They have 14 points in their last 8 games.
Right,
they have not 8 games consecutive.
Right. So a month and a half ago, if I would have talked to you and said, can you believe that the Leafs will be 6-2-2 in January, in early January?
Who knows what? Certainly something over Christmas. The Savard firing. The media is making a big deal out of it. Woke them up. Players realized they needed to take responsibility. Maybe that's it. I'm sure the players were broken up, but no one likes to see a guy lose his job.
Yeah.
They probably felt a little bit of the blood on their hands on that one. But the power play is better since Sullivan has it slightly better. So I don't know. Maybe a few things are coming together, but they've actually had more injuries. So I don't know. Like the lineup's even further depleted. And, I'm not sure. For some reason, state secrets got out. We all know now Chris Tanev, it's a groin injury. It's a possibility he might have to have groin surgery. And it doesn't bode well for him playing very many more games this season. But... and I look at his stats. He played 11 games plus 8 in those 11 games. Really missed. And but you know who's coming up for us? Jake McCabe, who's also hurt right now.
Yeah.
But supposed to be back by Monday or so.
Yeah.
Plus 26. I was amazed when I saw that stat. He's 4th in defensemen and 7th in skaters. And when you look at the top 10 skaters, it's all Tampa's and Washington's and Colorado's because those guys, Tampa and Washington plus 30s. Colorado plus 75. The Leafs are barely can keep above water. Yeah. And McCabe plus 26. This is an amazing thing. I don't know why people in Toronto aren't talking more about how much Jake McCabe's, how well he's playing. Yeah. And the thing about the McCabe's and the Tanevs, you just don't notice them. At the end of the game, you go, Dad, did McCabe even play? Yeah. And this is the difference. Like, if we all remember about 10 years ago, Jake Gardner, and now we have Morgan Riley. And these two guys, when they play every game, you know why? Because they make a great play, they set a guy up, or they score a nice beauty goal. But they also let a guy blow around him, or they're up by the faceoff circle, and the guy's in front of the net scoring a goal. Gardner and Riley, some good defensemen sometimes, the good stay-at-home defensemen.
Yep.
If it's a good game for them, if you can't remember they played.
Yeah.
And Jake McCabe's, he's a ghost out there some nights, but he's +2, +3, +1.
Yeah.
I'm really good on him, and what a time to do it, because if we didn't have him playing like that with this Tanev injury and other guys sloughing, we got this Philip Myers out there who's a pylon. Good for Jake McCabe.
Yeah, interesting statistic. Statistic. There's a tough word to say. Montreal's got 7 straight wins against the Florida Panthers.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. And Montebo's got 3 in a row. No,
he's won 3 games against Florida.
3 against Florida in a row, I believe. Yeah, that's so. I didn't things like you say. The worm is turning. I think the worm is turning.
The thing I noticed in a Montreal Florida game was Texier's 3 goals was interesting. Waiver guy.
Yeah.
But Sam Bennett got both goals in that game, and. Boy, I'm still thinking Canada. I don't know how they couldn't find a spot for the Conn Smythe winner.
Yeah.
And the guy was very pivotal in the Nations Cup last year. How they couldn't find a spot for him.
We made a video on which Habs and which Leafs was not included in the Olympic teams, but we didn't talk about other Canadian teams, and Sam Bennett would definitely have been at the top of that list.
Florida team.
No, but all other teams.
All other teams.
Sam Bennett would definitely be on top of that.
Sam Bennett is clearly would be the number one guy missing off the list. And then our version of Lane Hudson is Eric Bouchard, of course. Everyone knows, but we know why Bouchard's not on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Sam Bennett, a hell of a hockey player. Boy, he's a guy everybody would want. No one would turn him down, but somehow Canada's turning him down.
Right. So another big headline last night is. Patrick Kane scored his 500th career goals.
Yes.
Career goal, yeah.
Kind of forgotten a little bit because although Detroit's playing really well this year, so last year it was kind of like, Pat Kane even playing anymore? Detroit was quite quiet last year out of the playoffs. But Pat Kane, I think you said 446 goals with Chicago.
Yeah.
And he's quietly putting together, with Detroit, he's got second line, third line minutes. He's playing well. He does some power plays.
The thing is Montreal's playing Detroit on Saturday, and I'm surprised that he didn't save that record for Montreal, because it seems like every rookie, I've seen lately, Shane Wright and all these guys, they're all getting their first career goal against Montreal, or people are getting their 600th and 1000th game against Montreal. It seems like a lot of records get broken against Montreal. Oh. So I'm kind of happy that this one did not happen at the Bell Center.
Yeah, no. Montreal, Detroit, that's a big game. I mean, these are 2 of the top. Right now, they're at the for the division lead, and they're fighting for the conference lead.
Yeah, so
Carolina,
coming up,
Detroit, Tampa.
Coming up this weekend, we both got some games going on. Detroit's playing Montreal, in Montreal,
and we've got Vancouver.
And you guys got Vancouver.
Well, they're messed up. That's a really messed up hockey team right now. Second worst probably in the league.
Yeah,
and. Only because of the strangeness of the Winnipeg Jets, or Vancouver not worst of all. So I would expect, but the Leafs always play down in the competition. 2 good games against 2 clubs that are playing pretty good hockey, Florida and Philadelphia. Now they're going to play Vancouver. We'll see if they don't let down. Hopefully they come out strong. And
as long as they don't get what Montreal usually gets. Like you say, you're playing down to your team. Like I say, Montreal will go out.
Montreal does that a lot.
They'll win against Dallas, but then they'll lose against St. Louis. You know what I mean? What's going on here?
Yeah, they got shut out last week 2-0 by St. Louis. That was a wasted 2 points.
Yeah, so tomorrow night's game for Montreal could easily be argued that it's a 4-point game. And so it's a must-win for Montreal if they want to really try and kick it in a high gear and get into that first place, keep that first place spot.
Right.
And then we've got other games. The Habs are playing on Monday, and the Leafs are also playing on Monday. Habs are playing the Canucks. So hopefully you guys pound on Vancouver again, so they could come in battered and bruised, and then we play them on Monday.
And we should get McCabe and Nylander back by... Nylander might even be available for the Vancouver game. And McCabe hopefully by Monday.
Right, right. Which goes back to what we were talking about earlier off camera. And so Montreal right now is playing extremely well. Well-oiled machine. Everybody's gelling. What do you do with these guys that are supposed to be coming off of the injury reserve and injuries?
Yeah, you've got 2 guys coming off, Kane and Kirby Dash.
Yeah,
I would ease them in.
I
would ease them in. I wouldn't have them up in the if they're healthy enough and You got to get him in the lineup, get him going. So because with the Olympic break coming up, so I would get him. I wouldn't break up the first two lines. So I mean, of course, Line would want to go to the first line. But I would get him out there on the power play a little bit and get some third and fourth.
I don't know.
Bottom 6 minutes.
I belong the lines of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think I'd sit him until the Olympic break, or I'd sit him at least till we lost 2 in a row, because losing one might be like an off thing. But I mean, you lose 2 in a row, and like, okay, let's get these guys back in there. But I don't know.
That's leaving a pretty expensive car in the garage.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's sitting a lot of millions of dollars on the bench. But if your machine ain't broken, you don't need to change gears. You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
It's got to be eased in, no doubt.
Yeah. Anyways, it's something definitely they got to talk about. So,
That's
anyways,
a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it is definitely a nice problem to have when you got that depth in your injury reserve that's coming back. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, like and comment down below if you like what we said. Give us a like, subscribe. Subscriptions are always nice, and we're going to be back on Monday to cover the weekend games, and then so watch for our next video.